What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. It's your boy Josh here today, and I'm here with
Tammy Brown
and
Trisha O's.
and they're from where?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas, in the building. So they just came in and purchased their Chloe photo booth right here behind us. So how long have you been looking at the photo booths?
I've been looking probably about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
I just decided I'm going to go ahead and get into the business, and I invest my money.
So
my Chloe.
Are you working right now?
No, sir. Straight full-time student.
Full-time student. What are you going for?
Business and accounting.
Business and accounting.
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing. Accounting is going to be the biggest. It was my biggest problem that I messed up on. You hear me talk a lot about that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people get into it. They're like, hey, we're just willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Managing from the bank account and not from the profit and loss and your balance sheet. You got to understand that stuff, guys. There's some links below. You can check out bench.com. We have a special discount for customers. They can give you the bookkeeper, help with your accounting, file your taxes, all of that, all in one place, and you get access to a bookkeeper as well. There's a link on there in the bottom. So, how did you hear about the photo booth business?
You know what? I think I was just looking at, because I was getting into photography.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the different cameras, and I think I seen one of your advertisements come up.
Okay.
And then I was like, you know what? That's very interesting. I'm gonna click on it and start looking into it. And then your other videos started coming up, and I just started looking and following it. And I was like, you know, I think it's gonna be a real profitable business.
Yeah.
So you don't see it in our area. You don't see it a whole lot.
Right,
so.
right.
I feel like that would be a good opportunity for me to get out there and to get back after COVID and getting back and talking to people and getting to different parties. You're gonna meet different people.
Exactly.
I like to talk to different people
Yeah.
too, so it's pretty cool.
So
Networking.
when she told you about it first time, how did the call
She was like, sister, we get into photograph now.
We're gonna be doing these photo booths.
We doing
Like,
photo
what?
booths. I was like,
yeah.
what? Okay, I mean, whatever. I got you back. Just call me. You know, she's called me and I was got her back.
go? Yeah, that's
And,
right.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go do it.
Yeah, let's go do it. No hesitation.
Mm-mm.
Not
You're
scared.
ready to go.
No.
Now I'm a little nervous, but that's only because I'm just trying, not to meet the people or get to the parties. It's more about the business aspect of it. Like, how am I going? This is my first time ever opening up a business, so that's the part that I'm really kind of a little iffy about. So it's like a little fear, but I'm gonna take faith and I'm do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Get out there.
All right, so that's one of the reasons why we started the video, because you had a question. So what was your question?
My question was, when you're out and you're making the money, when you first started your business, when you're receiving your money from these parties or when you're doing your bookings, where are you like gonna put the money back into your business right away, or are you gonna just start putting it in your account and not touching the money? Like, how do you make a profit for yourself in order to keep your business flourishing and growing?
So that's a great question. That's why I wanted to make this video for you guys. So I'm just gonna kind of start from the top. So first of all, when you start your business, you're gonna need set up an LLC. I recommend using LegalZoom. They're easy, fast, efficient, effective, and they do things properly. A lot of people, especially Photo Booth Boss, did this. He used a friend or family member, and there's about 5 steps that need to be done, but only two or three of that 5 have to be done with the state, and that's the only part that person did for them. They still need to be the articles of incorporation, your operating agreement, things like that. That's what LegalZoom will help you do.
Okay.
So I recommend doing that. So that's the first thing. That they'll also get you a tax ID number. Okay. Now, big confusion with a lot of people. Tax ID number is a federal. Okay. When you talk about the federal, it's the entire United States. Then you have your sales tax ID number, which is Texas. Okay. So it's 2 separate things. All right. 9 out of 10 people I ask about that, they say, yeah, I got it. I was like, is it your sales tax or is it your tax ID? 2 separate things.
Yeah.
A lot of people are confused about that. Okay. So go speak to your local attorney or CPA. This is not financial advice. I'm just talking from experience.
Right.
I'm going to alert you on what to look for, and then it's your job to go out there and dive deeper into these things. All right. So 2 separate things you'll need to get. Photo booth rentals are a taxable service as far as I know. Once again, it's not legal advice, but some people charge tax, some people don't. We charge tax whenever we did our rentals, okay? But it's different all over the country, so you want to check with an attorney or CPA on that. But you need to get your sales tax ID, and then you need to collect sales tax, okay? So if you do a rental for $100, you'll charge a customer $108.25. You'll take the $825. You open up a separate account, put that money in there. Don't touch it.
Okay.
All right. A lot of people start spending the tax money, and then
Okay.
you got to pay that money to the state. So all you're doing is collecting, holding, and paying it to the state.
Okay.
You know, and so you do that. You get your bank account set up. Photo with Boss is using Novo, Novo.com. It's a free online banking platform. Back in the day, you need to go to the bank, set an appointment, and fill out, tons of paperwork and all that. You don't got to do. You just do it online on the app. I use it too for one of my businesses, so it's really easy. So you got the bank account, you got your LLC, you got your accounting set up. Boom. That's a solid operation now from day one. All right. So you got the money coming into your bank account. And then to pay yourself, there's two options for that. You can do owner draw, or you can do a W-2 payroll.
Okay.
Now, the difference is that if you do owner draws, if you were to go and buy a house or a car or something, the first thing they ask you for is what?
Your income.
Your income, right? And they're only going to calculate the income based on your W-2s or your paycheck. And so that's going to be the biggest problem for you the first 2 years of your business.
Okay.
So what I recommend doing, set up Gusto. There's a link for that in the bottom. Gusto is a payroll platform. Okay, you set up your Gusto. Takes a couple minutes to set that up.
Okay.
You will tell Gusto that you will enter in all your LLC information, and then you will tell Gusto, I'm an employee of my company. So you become a W-2 employee for your company.
Okay.
And you can add your sister on there as well. And so when you got money coming in, let's say you did an event, $1,000 is in the account, you'd say, hey, we're going to pay ourselves $200 each. So you'll go in there to Gusto and you'll click run payroll, and it'll say how much do you want to pay. So you'll have your profile, you just type in 200, you have her name, type in 200 there, and you click run calculate. It's going to calculate all the taxes for you, the payroll taxes, the Social Security, the Medicaid stuff, all that stuff. All that. So it's going to calculate all of that for you, and then it's going to send it out to all those branches of government automatically for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that.
That's awesome.
All right. Then you put in your bank account number, and it's going to direct deposit. Boom, payroll is done. So you just do that every 2 weeks. Okay. So now you'll have leftover in your bank account. Let's say you decide to take the 400, so you got, let's say, 500 left right after taxes and stuff like that. So now with the 500, you were saying you can reinvest it back into your business. I'm not a fan of reinvesting everything back.
Right.
I like to, you can do it two ways. So you can, the payroll that you take for yourself, you can take a percentage of that. I like to buy stocks and real estate investing. Okay.
Right.
You use the photo booth business. How I created my wealth. I took the money from my photo booth business and I bought in cash flow appreciating assets. You talk about assets and liabilities and that kind of stuff, right? When you buy stocks tend to go up over time, right? And when I say time, I'm talking about 10 to 20 years.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, they make a little bit of money, they go and spend it, chains, Gucci, slides, you know what I mean? Don't impress people you don't care about, guys.
That's
Don't do that. Biggest waste of money. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
That's right.
Just go, S&P 500 is a good place to invest. You can invest in Robinhood. So the way you got your money in your bank account now, you can take 10% of that, put it into stocks, and I like to buy dividend paying stocks. So companies like 3M, Coca-Cola, Boeing Airplanes. What else I got? I don't know. I can't remember a few right now, but some of the corporations that have been around for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? They're not just going to go out of business like that. A lot of time when people lose money, it's something new. They're just testing out, or it's sketchy, or they don't know anything about it. Oh, did you hear about this new stock? You should buy this. That's the worst advice. If somebody tells you that, don't buy it. All right? That's the first flag. Hey, did you hear about this? No. If you didn't hear about it, then it's probably a reason why you didn't hear about it. All right? So you take some of your money that you take from your payroll that you paid yourself, and then you invest it into stuff like that. And then the rest should be, for your living expenses and stuff like that. And you got to grind the first couple of years, keep your expenses low. You can't just come out the gate and try to live this lifestyle, but you're not there yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
And I like that you're doing the business management.
Business and accounting.
Business and accounting.
I started out with business management.
Yeah.
I changed it to accounting.
Okay. Yeah. You doing that?
I did it.
Oh, okay. So, you already gone through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to do.
Okay. Oh,
She did it in retail, the management part.
Yeah, so that's good. So you guys got a good foundation now. It's like, hey, let's apply it. You know what I mean? And this is how you apply it and get it off the ground. Keep your expenses low. Okay. Keep your expenses low. You're gonna get calls from everybody. Hey, we're gonna give you this advertising. Yelp is gonna call you. Yellow Page is gonna call you. Wedding Wire is gonna call you. All these people are gonna call you, trying to sell you stuff, and it's gonna sound like the best thing ever. But the best return for me is Google advertising, and then Facebook ads is also really good too.
Okay.
And so you can watch more videos on that, learn about that. But if it cannot be tracked, it cannot be improved. Okay, so a lot of these people will sell you like a wedding magazine. They call you and say, "Hey, it's $1,000. It goes out to 500 brides in the Austin area." You can't track that. How are you going to track it?
You don't.
You can't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they put it in the Brookshires or what's the store down there that they have?
Off HEB.
HEB, yeah. They put it's in every HEB. Every HEB ain't got your customer.
That's right. Yeah. And not gonna be picking up that book either.
Exactly.
So you can't you can't track it.
What's on
Right.
That's right. What's your return back from that?
Yeah, exactly. It's not. So make sure you can track it wherever you're spending your money. So that's and then invest some, but always keep you got your taxes, your sales tax account,
or take care.
Then your main checking account, and then you're gonna have like a savings account or a secondary checking account. Okay, so your main checking account is where you'll be using to sign up for your apps or your gas or your expenses and stuff like that. And then your secondary checking account or savings account needs to be where you're putting money away each month, and you need to see that kind of building up. You know what I mean? And that's for a rainy day. All right. Last year we had a rainy year. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't manage their stuff correctly and they went out of business. But thankfully, like those who are smart entrepreneurs, they know like nothing goes up forever. It's gonna go up and down.
That's right.
But gradually, like with stocks and real estate, it goes up long term picture. So that's how you do it. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any other questions?
When you was when you first started your business and you was getting like your photo prop, your props and stuff for your photos and your backdrop.
Right.
What would you suggest to just get one backdrop at a time, or do you get like multiple backdrops, so your customers can have multiple, different little things they can choose from, or what would you suggest as far as backdrops go and photo props?
Yes.
First starting out.
Well, definitely for props, it's really about the props. That's what we got, King Props. So you guys, if you want to buy props, make sure to check out kingprops.com. But I don't like to sacrifice on the props because that's kind of what makes the event. It makes it happy. As far as the backdrops go, we used to offer like silver, gold, or I think white, or silver and gold, I think. But now, obviously, we got the flower walls over there. You got the shimmer walls. You got this green wall behind you here. This you can buy on Etsy, and it's just get creative.
Yeah.
But I like to sell stuff first and then buy it.
Right.
So I'll put it on my website and say, hey, we have this backdrop, and I know I can go and buy it at the store. So I'll be like, hey, do you want to add this on for $250? The backdrop cost me $500.
Right.
If I sell it for $250, I go to the store, buy it, and I rent it out twice. It's paid for.
That's right. That's right.
So that's how I built up a lot of my stuff that we had.
Okay.
As far as the props and stuff like that, just tell people like, hey, what do you want? But make sure obviously you can get it in time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
And so, like a lot of your events, do they book out like within 3 months? Have you had any events that like come up like in 2 weeks?
Oh yeah. And so obviously the party that they booked, the person that they booked like canceled on them or went out of business or stole their money or something like that. And so you can capitalize on it a little bit. Hey, it's a rush order, it's a rush, expedited fee or something like that. It's gonna be a little bit more, and they're desperate, and you can take advantage of it. And someone's gonna comment negative about that. You gotta comment. Comment negative stuff. Go comment on all the videos, okay?
Right. Please don't comment.
And hit the dislike button twice.
He's just being honest. He's being honest.
No, this is business, guys.
Yeah,
it's business.
That's right.
I mean? If you can't handle it, then don't be in business.
That's right.
Unsubscribe. We're here to make money, all right? And when you go buy a plane ticket, the price is not the same all the time, right?
That's right.
If the plane is empty, the prices are cheap. If it's full, you're paying 10 times.
That's right.
Right?
Different airlines, you're going to pay different prices.
Right. But everybody on YouTube is going to get offended now because I said all of that, right? But the airline's been doing that for us for how long?
Forever.
Right?
Yeah,
take your frustration out on there. Spirit Airlines, Southwest. I mean, I just booked a trip to Amsterdam, and I mean, 1 week the price is like $1,800, and then I just got an email last night. It's $3,900.
I believe
same
it.
flight,
I believe
same
it.
destination, same
Nothing's
plane,
changed.
same food on the plane.
Same.
How is it?
Same
Right?
attendance.
But nobody got pissed off there.
Same gas.
Same gas.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. But why is that? But then everybody gets offended. the people be commenting on my video like about the prices thing. You know, like you should have fixed pricing and you shouldn't charge.
It's your
people.
business.
Yeah.
It's your
If
business.
someone calls me and said they come from the Omni Hotel, I know they got money and I'm going to see how much I can get out of it. Okay, if you don't like that, then you probably shouldn't be in business.
That's right.
You know,
That's how you make your money.
right?
That's how you make
It's
your money.
different. If
We're
there's a
trying to
bigger
stay
budget,
afloat. We're not
that's
trying to fall.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
I mean,
Accordingly, you have
Yeah.
to adjust
yeah,
accordingly.
exactly. Yeah, it's not 500 for everybody.
Right.
It's not. It's not
Yeah.
fixed pricing.
That's right.
Right. The distance I have to drive is different. How many people is going to be there? It's going to be
Mhm.
different because
Yeah.
I need to print more.
That's
You know,
right.
what's the setup looking like? Is there going to be any idle time? You know, who am I going to have to deal with? Like, is this the wedding planner? Is this the bride that I'm dealing with?
That's right.
There's so many different factors. So just having set pricing is
It's
this is
no
the stupidest thing you
Yes.
can do.
No
honestly.
way.
Because it's going to be a lot more stress that may
Yeah,
come with that. You may need to get paid for your stress.
Yeah,
Like, don't just be, you're going to be dealing with all these different people and attitudes. So you got to be ready.
So did you look at any other businesses to get into? Or you
Oh,
just-
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, what
There's going to be some other businesses I am going to get into.
Yeah.
There's going to be little smaller businesses. But I plan on, building up, taking this business
Yeah.
and just kind of starting other little businesses. Like, I want to get into vending machines
Yeah.
for my kids.
All right, yeah.
So
So you said vending machines you're going to get into.
I'm going to get into vending machines. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. All right. So one last tip I'm gonna leave everybody with: the biggest problem that, as entrepreneurs, we make bad entrepreneurs. Why? Because we don't stay focused.
No.
All right. This is the game right here. Anybody who's created any significant wealth in the universe,
Mm-hmm.
right? Bill Gates, Tesla, Warren Buffett. They did it with one thing to get wealthy, and then they diversified.
That's right.
Mhm.
So I recommend to everybody watching and to you,
Yes, sir.
get this business to $1 million first,
Yes,
and
sir.
then focus on other stuff.
Okay.
I see people all the time. Hey, I started this business. I started that business, and none of them ever become big.
Mm-hmm.
If I did 10 other businesses with PBI, it wouldn't be where we are today.
No, because your focus was on your main
Yeah,
business.
exactly.
This is what I want to start with. This one
Yeah.
right here, and do as much as I can with this one, and keep on growing.
You're gonna be the next Photo Booth Boss,
I sure hope so.
season
I just
2.
need. I be the female version.
Photo Booth Boss season 2. What's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Any parting words for people that are watching?
No, just like you said, stay focused, and if you get a business idea, just try to learn as much as you can, especially from this young man here. Like I told him when I first met him, I am so proud of you for going as high as you have and not giving up.
Yeah.
Because like you said on a lot of your other videos that you've had like other businesses that flopped and you just didn't stop. And I really appreciate it. Like I appreciate that you bringing us your knowledge and the courage you kept going. Like, man, and it's just a blessing to be able to connect with someone like you. So
Well, we appreciate your business. Welcome to the PBI family.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And guys, if you are ready to start your business, you know how to reach us. Comment below at photoboothint.com if you want to get a quote, or call or text us 972-301-2930. We'll catch you next time. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.